How to Cut Out the Noise and Achieve Your Goals. Audiobook. Every day you're bombarded by thousands of distractions. Notifications, emails, endless to-do lists. They pull you in every direction, leaving you exhausted and stuck. But what if I told you there's a way to cut through the chaos, to silence the noise, reclaim your time, and laser focus on what truly matters? This is the power that separates dreamers from achievers, and it's a skill you can master starting today. Welcome to Focus on What Matters, how to cut out the noise and achieve your goals. If you're ready to take control of your life and finally achieve what you've been chasing, keep watching. This might just change everything. Chapter 1. Understanding Focus. Focus isn't just about cutting out distractions, like turning off your phone or finding a quiet space to work. It's much deeper than that. Focus is about learning how to direct your energy, time, and attention toward what truly matters. It's the ability to consciously decide what deserves your mental effort and staying committed to those choices. Imagine trying to walk in a straight line while constantly looking around at everything else happening around you. It's nearly impossible. That's what life feels like when you don't understand focus. Your energy is scattered, and as a result, you make little to no progress toward your goals. But when you focus, it's like putting blinders on a horse. You can move forward with clarity and purpose, ignoring everything that doesn't matter. In this chapter, we'll explore the science behind focus and attention. We'll look at how our brain decides what to concentrate on and why certain things grab our attention more than others. You'll learn how to recognize the difference between shallow focus, where you're easily distracted, and deep focus, where you're fully immersed in what you're doing. We'll also talk about why clarity is the first step toward developing strong focus. Without clear goals or a sense of direction, it's easy to waste energy on things that don't align with your bigger picture. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand how focus works and why mastering it can be the key to unlocking your potential. You'll also see how even small, intentional changes in how you approach focus can set the stage for major progress in every area of your life. Chapter 2. The Cost of Distractions. Distractions are more than just minor annoyances. They are silent thieves that rob you of your time, energy, and potential. Every time you get pulled away by a text message, a notification, or an irrelevant task, you're not just losing a few seconds, you're losing momentum. Studies show it can take up to 20 minutes to regain deep focus after an interruption, which means even a brief distraction can derail your progress for much longer than you realize. Think about how often distractions pull you away from meaningful work. You might start the day with big intentions, finishing a project, writing a report, or making progress on a personal goal. But before you know it, you're scrolling through social media, checking emails that aren't urgent, or getting caught up in other people's problems. By the end of the day, you feel busy but unaccomplished, wondering where all your time went. The cost of distractions doesn't stop there. They also drain your mental energy. Each time you switch between tasks, your brain has to work harder to refocus, which leads to decision fatigue and reduced productivity. Over time, distractions also prevent you from entering flow, a state of deep focus where you perform at your best. Without sustained attention, your work becomes shallow, your creativity suffers, and your ability to solve complex problems diminishes. This chapter dives into the true impact of distractions, helping you see how they affect every aspect of your life, from personal productivity to mental health. Distractions keep you from reaching your potential, but awareness is the first step to change. By understanding the cost of distractions, you can start to take back control of your time and energy, making room for the focus you need to achieve your goals. Chapter 3. Defining your goals. Without clear goals, focus becomes meaningless. Imagine driving a car without knowing your destination. You might cover a lot of ground, but you won't end up anywhere significant. The same applies to life. Focus requires direction, and direction comes from having well-defined goals. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of setting specific, actionable, and meaningful goals. Vague ambitions like, "I want to be successful" or "I want to get in shape," often lead to frustration because they lack clarity. What does success look like for you? How will you know when you've achieved it? A clear goal transforms your energy into a targeted effort, allowing you to measure progress and stay motivated. To define your goals effectively, start by breaking them down into 3 key components: specificity, relevance, and time-bound milestones. For example, instead of saying, "I want to start a business," refine it to, "I want to launch a digital marketing agency that serves small businesses within the next 6 months." This level of detail gives you a roadmap to follow and eliminates the ambiguity that often derails progress. Another crucial aspect of goal setting is aligning your goals with your values. A goal that isn't meaningful to you will lose its appeal over time, no matter how exciting it seems at first. Ask yourself, why do I want this? How does this align with the person I want to become? When your goals resonate with your deeper values, staying focused becomes easier because your purpose is clear. We'll also discuss the importance of breaking big goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big dreams can feel overwhelming, and this often leads to procrastination. Instead, break them into smaller tasks and prioritize them based on importance and urgency. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, your first steps might include brainstorming ideas, creating an outline, and setting a daily word count target. Lastly, this chapter will introduce you to visualization techniques to make your goals feel more real. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's a powerful tool for strengthening your focus and commitment. Imagine what achieving your goal will feel like and visualize the steps you'll take to get there. This mental practice helps you stay connected to your purpose, even when challenges arise. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clear understanding of how to set goals that inspire and guide you. You'll learn to transform abstract ambitions into actionable plans, giving your focus the direction it needs to help you achieve your dreams. Chapter 4. The Art of Prioritization. In a world filled with endless demands on your time, learning how to prioritize is one of the most essential skills for achieving your goals. Not all tasks are created equal, and treating them as if they are can quickly lead to overwhelm and burnout. Prioritization is the process of identifying what matters most and ensuring those tasks receive your energy and attention. When you master this art, you stop feeling busy and start feeling productive. One of the first steps to effective prioritization is recognizing the difference between what is important and what is urgent. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, emails, calls, or last-minute requests, but they are not always aligned with your long-term goals. Important tasks, on the other hand, are those that contribute directly to your success, even if they don't come with a pressing deadline. The problem arises when we allow urgent but unimportant tasks to take over, leaving little time for what truly matters. To manage this, we introduce tools like the Eisenhower Matrix, a simple yet powerful framework to help you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. The matrix divides tasks into 4 quadrants: important and urgent, tasks you must do immediately, important but not urgent, tasks that require planning and should be your primary focus, not important but urgent, tasks you should delegate or minimize, not important and not urgent, tasks to eliminate entirely. By using this method, you can focus your time on activities that move the needle toward your goals while minimizing time spent on distractions. Another key concept is the 80-20 rule, or Pareto principle, which states that 80% of your results often come from 20% of your efforts. This means not every task deserves equal effort. Identify the critical 20% of tasks that yield the highest impact and make them your top priority. For example, if you're a writer, 20% of your time spent on brainstorming and drafting may produce 80% of your final output. Focus on these high-impact tasks and avoid wasting energy on less valuable activities. Prioritization also requires you to acknowledge that you can't do everything at once. This is where the concept of the one thing comes into play. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do right now that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? This question forces you to narrow your focus and tackle your most important task first, creating momentum for the rest of your day. Equally important is learning to manage your time. Use techniques like time blocking, where you dedicate specific chunks of your day to focus solely on one task or goal. Protect this time fiercely by eliminating distractions and communicating boundaries to others. For instance, if you block out 2 hours each morning for deep work, let your colleagues or family know this is your focus time and not to interrupt unless it's an emergency. Lastly, prioritization isn't a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process. As new tasks and challenges arise, reassess your priorities and adjust accordingly. Regular reflection helps ensure you're always working on what matters most and not getting sidetracked by less important activities. By mastering the art of prioritization, you'll unlock the ability to focus on what truly matters, reduce stress, and make consistent progress toward your goals. You'll learn to stop reacting to the noise around you and start proactively shaping your time and energy for maximum impact. Prioritization isn't just a skill, it's a mindset shift that transforms the way you approach work, life, and success. Chapter 5: Building Your Focus Environment. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your ability to focus. While your motivation and mindset are important, they can only take you so far. If you're surrounded by constant distractions, clutter, or chaos, the space you work in, the tools you use, and even the people around you can either support your ability to concentrate or work against it. Building a focus-friendly environment isn't just about creating a tidy workspace. It's about designing a setting that minimizes distractions, boosts your mental clarity, and encourages deep, uninterrupted work. The first step to building a focus environment is to declutter your physical space. A messy desk or cluttered room isn't just visually distracting, it can also create mental stress. Studies show that physical clutter competes for your attention and makes it harder to process information, leading to decreased productivity. Take time to organize your workspace. Remove items you don't use regularly. Keep your essentials within easy reach and ensure everything has its place. A clean, organized space can create a sense of calm and help your mind stay focused on the task at hand. Next, consider your digital environment. In today's world, digital distractions are often more disruptive than physical ones. Notifications from emails, social media, and apps constantly vie for your attention, breaking your flow and pulling you away from meaningful work. To combat this, take control of your devices. Turn off non-essential notifications. Use website blockers to limit access to distracting sites, and create a digital workspace that is as clean and organized as your physical one. For example, keep only the tabs and programs you need open on your computer and avoid unnecessary multitasking. Lighting, noise, and comfort are also key factors in a focus-friendly environment. Lighting has a direct impact on your energy and concentration levels. Natural light is ideal as it boosts mood and alertness, but if that's not an option, choose bright, neutral lighting that mimics daylight. Noise levels are another consideration. While some people thrive in silence, others work better with background sounds like music or white noise. Experiment to find what works best for you. If you're in a noisy environment, noise-canceling headphones can be a game changer. Finally, ergonomics matter. Invest in a comfortable chair, ensure your desk height promotes good posture, and position your screen at eye level to reduce strain. A comfortable setup allows you to work longer and stay focused without physical discomfort. Another aspect of your focus environment is setting boundaries with people around you. If you work or study at home, it's easy for family or roommates to interrupt you. Clearly communicate your needs by letting them know when you're in focus mode and not to be disturbed unless it's urgent. You can even use visual cues like closing the door to your workspace or wearing headphones to signal that you're concentrating. Incorporating intentional design elements into your environment can also boost focus. Surround yourself with items that inspire or motivate you, like vision boards, motivational quotes, or meaningful objects. But don't overdo it. The goal is to create a space that feels inviting and energizing without becoming cluttered or overwhelming. Plants, for instance, are a great addition to any workspace. They not only improve air quality, but also enhance your mood and concentration. Establish rituals and routines to mentally prepare yourself for focus. For example, you might start your work session by tidying your desk, lighting a candle, or setting a timer for a specific task. These small habits signal to your brain that it's time to transition into work mode, making it easier to concentrate. Similarly, end your work sessions with a quick cleanup or a review of your progress, helping you close the day with clarity and prepare for tomorrow. By designing a focus-friendly environment, you're setting yourself up for success. Your surroundings should work with you, not against you, making it easier to dive into deep work and stay there. The time and effort you invest in building this environment will pay off in increased productivity, reduced stress, and a stronger ability to focus on what matters most. Chapter 6: Mastering Your Daily Habits. Focus isn't a one-time effort. It's a skill that is cultivated through consistent daily habits. Think of focus as a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Your habits act as the foundation for your ability to concentrate and achieve your goals. In this chapter, we'll explore how you can create powerful routines that support focus and eliminate distractions, setting you up for long-term success. The first step to mastering your daily habits is understanding the importance of a morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A chaotic morning often leads to a scattered and unproductive day. On the other hand, a well-structured morning can help you feel grounded and ready to tackle your priorities. Begin your day with habits that promote clarity and focus, such as meditation, journaling, or planning your top tasks. For example, taking 10 minutes each morning to write down your goals for the day ensures you have a clear direction before distractions creep in. One of the most effective habits for improving focus is time blocking. This involves dividing your day into chunks of time dedicated to specific tasks. During each block, you focus solely on the task at hand, avoiding multitasking or distractions. For instance, you might dedicate the first 2 hours of your day to deep work, like writing or problem solving, and then reserve the next hour for administrative tasks. By giving each task a designated time, you eliminate decision fatigue and create a rhythm that keeps you on track. Another crucial habit is batching similar tasks. Switching between unrelated tasks requires your brain to reorient itself, which wastes time and mental energy. Instead, group similar activities together. For example, respond to all your emails in one session, rather than sporadically throughout the day. Similarly, if you need to make phone calls or conduct research, schedule a dedicated block of time for each. This habit reduces the cognitive load on your brain, allowing you to stay focused and productive. Breaks are also an essential part of maintaining focus. While it might seem counterintuitive, working for long stretches without a break can lead to mental fatigue and reduced efficiency. Adopting techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work intensely for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, can help you sustain focus throughout the day. Use these breaks to recharge your energy, whether by stretching, hydrating, or simply stepping away from your workspace. Consistency is the key to turning habits into a lifestyle. Start small and build gradually. For example, if you want to develop a habit of daily reading, begin with just 10 minutes a day and increase it over time. The same applies to larger habits, like exercise or learning a new skill. By starting with manageable steps, you reduce the risk of burnout and make it easier to stick to your new routine. Another powerful habit is reflecting on your day. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to review what you accomplished and where you struggled. Did you spend too much time on low-priority tasks? Were there moments when distractions got the better of you? Use this reflection to refine your habits and make adjustments for tomorrow. Over time, This practice will help you identify patterns and optimize your focus strategy. Surround your habits with triggers and rewards. Triggers are cues that remind you to start a habit, such as placing your workout clothes by your bed to encourage morning exercise. Rewards provide positive reinforcement for completing the habit, like enjoying a cup of coffee after finishing your journaling session. These small motivators make it easier to stick with your routines until they become automatic. Mastering your daily habits takes time and intention, but the results are worth it. By creating routines that prioritize focus and eliminate unnecessary distractions, you set yourself up for consistent progress toward your goals. Over time, these habits become second nature, helping you maintain clarity, reduce stress, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Chapter 7: The Power of Saying No. One of the most powerful tools for maintaining focus and achieving your goals is the ability to say no. It sounds simple, but in practice, it can be one of the hardest skills to master. We live in a culture that often equates saying yes with being helpful, cooperative, or successful. However, every time you say yes to something that isn't aligned with your priorities, you're saying no to something that is. Learning to say no isn't about being selfish. It's about protecting your time and energy for what truly matters. At its core, saying no is about setting boundaries. Many of us feel obligated to say yes out of fear. Fear of disappointing others, fear of missing out, or fear of being seen as unkind. But constantly agreeing to things that don't serve your goals leads to overwhelm, frustration, and a lack of progress on what's most important. The truth is, your time is finite. If you don't guard it carefully, others will decide how you spend it, and their priorities might not align with yours. The first step in mastering the power of no is clarity. When you're clear about your goals and values, it becomes easier to recognize what aligns with them and what doesn't. For example, if your goal is to build a successful business, you might need to decline a social invitation or a request to volunteer for a project that doesn't contribute to your business goals. Clarity helps you distinguish between opportunities and distractions. Next, understand that saying no doesn't have to be harsh or rude. It's possible to decline requests politely and firmly while respecting the other person's feelings. For example, if a coworker asks you to take on extra work when you're already overwhelmed, you might say, "I'd love to help, but I'm at capacity right now and wouldn't be able to give this the attention it deserves." This approach is respectful yet assertive, and it makes your boundaries clear. Another powerful tool is the pause before yes strategy. When someone asks for your time or energy, don't feel pressured to answer immediately. Instead say, "Let me think about it and get back to you." This gives you time to evaluate whether the request aligns with your priorities. Often, people feel compelled to say yes in the moment, only to regret it later. A pause allows you to make intentional decisions rather than reactive ones. It's also important to recognize that saying no isn't just about turning down requests from others. It's also about saying no to yourself. This might mean resisting the urge to procrastinate, overcommit, or indulge in habits that distract you from your goals. For example, saying no to an hour of mindless scrolling on your phone can free up time for meaningful work or self-care. These small acts of discipline add up over time, helping you stay focused on what matters. We'll explore practical strategies for overcoming the guilt and discomfort that often come with saying no. One approach is to reframe your perspective. When you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else, whether that's your health, your goals, or your peace of mind. This mindset shift can help you see no as an empowering choice rather than a negative one. We'll also discuss how to anticipate and manage pushback. Not everyone will respect your boundaries, and some may try to guilt or pressure you into changing your mind. Having a plan for these situations, whether it's reiterating your reasons calmly or standing firm without explanation, can help you stay confident in your decisions. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand that saying no is an act of self-respect. It's about taking control of your time, energy, and focus, and aligning them with what truly matters to you. When you learn to say no strategically, you'll create more space in your life for the things that bring you closer to your goals and enrich your sense of purpose. Chapter 8: Overcoming Mental Barriers. Even with the best plans, tools, and environments in place, mental barriers can sabotage your ability to focus and achieve your goals. Self-doubt, fear of failure, procrastination, and perfectionism are just a few of the invisible forces that can hold you back. Overcoming these mental roadblocks is essential to unlocking your true potential and maintaining unwavering focus. One of the most common barriers is self-doubt. This nagging inner voice often tells you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable of reaching your goals. Self-doubt feeds on fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. To overcome self-doubt, start by reframing your thoughts. Instead of focusing on what might go wrong, shift your attention to what you can learn and gain from trying. Affirm your abilities by reminding yourself of past successes, no matter how small. Building confidence is a gradual process, but each step you take chips away at self-doubt and strengthens your resolve. Fear of failure is another significant mental barrier that prevents people from fully committing to their goals. Often this fear leads to inaction or half-hearted efforts, as if failure will be less painful if you don't try your best. To overcome this, change the way you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a reflection of your worth, see it as a valuable teacher. Every setback contains lessons that can help you grow and improve. Many of history's most successful people failed repeatedly before achieving greatness. What set them apart was their willingness to learn and persist. Procrastination is perhaps the most familiar barrier to focus. It often disguises itself as harmless, telling yourself, "I'll start later," or "I work better under pressure." But procrastination steals your time and creates unnecessary stress. To combat it, break your tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Often, the hardest part is simply starting. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Once you begin, you'll often find it easier to keep going. Additionally, identify the root cause of your procrastination. Is it fear, lack of clarity, or feeling overwhelmed? Addressing the underlying issue can help you take meaningful action. Perfectionism is another mental barrier that derails focus. While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism can lead to endless revisions, delays, and frustration. The pursuit of perfection often masks a fear of criticism or rejection. To overcome this, remind yourself that progress is more important than perfection. Aim for good enough to move forward and allow yourself to refine and improve later. Perfection is an illusion. It's far better to deliver something imperfect than to deliver nothing at all. Another mental barrier is negative self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your focus and motivation. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'll never get this done," or "I'm not smart enough," you're creating mental resistance. Instead, practice positive self-talk. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones, such as, "I can handle this challenge," or "Every step I take brings me closer to my goal." Over time, this shift in mindset can boost your confidence and resilience. Impatience can also undermine focus. When results don't come quickly, it's easy to lose motivation and feel like giving up. Remember, meaningful progress takes time. Focus on the process rather than the outcome. Celebrate small wins along the way to keep yourself motivated and grounded in the present. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's about continuing to put in the effort even when results aren't immediate. Comparison to others can be a major mental distraction. When you constantly compare your progress to someone else's, you rob yourself of joy and create unnecessary pressure. Understand that everyone's journey is different, and success isn't a race. Focus on your own growth and celebrate your unique path. In this chapter, we'll explore practical strategies to break free from these mental barriers. You'll learn to identify the thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back, reframe them in a positive light, and take deliberate action toward your goals. By overcoming these invisible roadblocks, you'll unlock your ability to focus deeply, stay consistent, and move closer to the life you envision. Mental barriers are powerful, but with the right mindset and tools, you are even more powerful. Chapter 9: Managing Digital Distractions. In today's world, digital distractions are among the biggest challenges to maintaining focus. The very tools that enhance our productivity, smartphones, computers, and the internet, are also the greatest sources of interruptions. Notifications, social media, endless emails, and a constant stream of information can hijack your attention, making it difficult to concentrate on what truly matters. Learning to manage these digital distractions is critical for reclaiming your focus and using technology intentionally. The first step to managing digital distractions is recognizing their impact. Each time your phone pings with a notification, your brain is pulled away from the task at hand. Even a quick glance can break your flow, and it often takes several minutes to refocus fully. Over time, these constant interruptions fragment your attention and reduce your productivity. Research shows that excessive screen time also contributes to stress, anxiety, and mental fatigue, making it harder to stay motivated. To combat this, start by taking control of your notifications. Go through your phone and computer settings and turn off non-essential alerts. Do you really need a notification every time someone likes your social media post or sends you an email? Limit notifications to only the most important ones, like calls from family or reminders for scheduled tasks. The fewer interruptions, the easier it will be to stay focused. Another powerful strategy is to set boundaries for your screen time. Create specific time blocks for checking emails, social media, or browsing the web, and stick to them. For example, you might designate 30 minutes in the morning and evening for emails rather than checking them throughout the day. Similarly, limit your social media usage to a set time using apps or features like screen time trackers to enforce these limits. By confining digital tasks to specific periods, you can free up the rest of your day for uninterrupted focus. Digital detoxing is another practice that can significantly improve your focus. A detox doesn't mean abandoning technology entirely, but rather creating intentional moments of disconnection. This could be as simple as setting aside 1 hour each evening to be completely offline or designating tech-free zones in your home, such as the bedroom or dining area. These breaks allow your brain to recharge and reduce the overstimulation caused by constant screen exposure. Eliminate unnecessary apps and clutter on your devices. Just as a cluttered physical space can hinder focus, a cluttered digital environment can overwhelm your mind. Delete apps you don't use regularly, organize files into folders, and keep only essential tabs open while working. The cleaner and more streamlined your digital space, the less tempted you'll be to veer off course. Leverage technology to enhance focus rather than distract. There are countless tools and apps designed to help you stay productive. Use website blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey to limit access to distracting websites during focus sessions. Timer apps like the Pomodoro timer can help you work in concentrated bursts while scheduling regular breaks. You can even use focus playlists or white noise apps to drown out distractions and create a conducive work environment. Practice single tasking to counteract the habit of multitasking, which is often exacerbated by digital tools. Instead of trying to juggle multiple apps, tabs, or tasks at once, commit to one task at a time. For example, if you're writing an article, close your email, mute notifications, and focus solely on writing. Multitasking may feel productive, but it actually divides your attention and reduces the quality of your work. Be mindful of how you use digital tools. When you pick up your phone, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Are you checking your email because it's necessary or out of habit? Are you scrolling through social media to relax or because you're procrastinating? Being intentional about your tech use helps you break the cycle of mindless distractions and ensures that you're using technology to support your goals, not derail them. We'll guide you through actionable steps to take control of your digital life. By minimizing distractions, setting boundaries, and using technology intentionally, you can reclaim your focus and make your digital tools work for you, not against you. With practice, you'll discover that managing digital distractions isn't about giving up technology, but about using it in a way that empowers you to stay focused and achieve your goals. Chapter 10: Managing Digital Distractions. In today's world, digital distractions are among the biggest challenges to maintaining focus. The very tools that enhance our productivity, smartphones, computers, and the internet, are also the greatest sources of interruptions. Notifications, social media, endless emails, and a constant stream of information can hijack your attention, making it difficult to concentrate on what truly matters. Learning to manage these digital distractions is critical for reclaiming your focus and using technology intentionally. The first step to managing digital distractions is recognizing their impact. Each time your phone pings with a notification, your brain is pulled away from the task at hand. Even a quick glance can break your flow, and it often takes several minutes to refocus fully. Over time, these constant interruptions fragment your attention and reduce your productivity. Research shows that excessive screen time also contributes to stress, anxiety, and mental fatigue, making it harder to stay motivated. To combat this, start by taking control of your notifications. Go through your phone and computer settings and turn off non-essential alerts. Do you really need a notification every time someone likes your social media post or sends you an email? Limit notifications to only the most important ones, like calls from family or reminders for scheduled tasks. The fewer interruptions, the easier it will be to stay focused. Another powerful strategy is to set boundaries for your screen time. Create specific time blocks for checking emails, social media, or browsing the web, and stick to them. For example, you might designate 30 minutes in the morning and evening for emails rather than checking them throughout the day. Similarly, limit your social media usage to a set time, using apps or features like screen time trackers to enforce these limits. By confining digital tasks to specific periods, you can free up the rest of your day for uninterrupted focus. Digital detoxing is another practice that can significantly improve your focus. A detox doesn't mean abandoning technology entirely, but rather creating intentional moments of disconnection. This could be as simple as setting aside 1 hour each evening to be completely offline, or designating tech-free zones in your home, such as the bedroom or dining area. These breaks allow your brain to recharge and reduce the overstimulation caused by constant screen exposure. Eliminate unnecessary apps and clutter on your devices. Just as a cluttered physical space can hinder focus, a cluttered digital environment can overwhelm your mind. Delete apps you don't use regularly, organize files into folders, and keep only essential tabs open while working. The cleaner and more streamlined your digital space, the less tempted you'll be to veer off course. Leverage technology to enhance focus rather than distract. There are countless tools and apps designed to help you stay productive. Use website blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey to limit access to distracting websites during focus sessions. Timer apps like the Pomodoro timer can help you work in concentrated bursts while scheduling regular breaks. You can even use focus playlists or white noise apps to drown out distractions and create a conducive work environment. Practice single tasking to counteract the habit of multitasking, which is often exacerbated by digital tools. Instead of trying to juggle multiple apps, tabs, or tasks at once, commit to one task at a time. For example, if you're writing an article, close your email, mute notifications, and focus solely on writing. Multitasking may feel productive, but it actually divides your attention and reduces the quality of your work. Be mindful of how you use digital tools. When you pick up your phone, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Are you checking your email because it's necessary or out of habit? Are you scrolling through social media to relax or because you're procrastinating? Being intentional about your tech use helps you break the cycle of mindless distractions and ensures that you're using technology to support your goals, not derail them. In this chapter, we'll guide you through actionable steps to take control of your digital life. By minimizing distractions, setting boundaries, And using technology intentionally, you can reclaim your focus and make your digital tools work for you, not against you. With practice, you'll discover that managing digital distractions isn't about giving up technology, but about using it in a way that empowers you to stay focused and achieve your goals. Chapter 11. Trusting the process. In a world obsessed with quick results and instant gratification, one of the most underrated yet transformative aspects of focus is learning to trust the process. Achieving meaningful goals takes time, consistency, and effort. It's easy to become discouraged when progress seems slow or when the results you're chasing feel out of reach. But the key to long-term success is having faith in the journey and focusing on the actions you can control rather than the outcomes. Trusting the process means shifting your attention away from the end result and toward the daily habits, routines, and decisions that lead to progress. It's about understanding that success isn't built overnight. It's the result of small, consistent actions compounded over time. For example, if you're trying to lose weight, the process might involve sticking to a meal plan, exercising regularly, and tracking your progress. While the scale might not show dramatic changes every day, each small step brings you closer to your goal. Trusting the process helps you stay motivated even when results aren't immediately visible. One of the biggest challenges in trusting the process is overcoming the temptation to compare yourself to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and wonder why you're not achieving the same results as quickly. But every person's journey is different, shaped by unique circumstances, strengths, and challenges. Comparison only breeds frustration and self-doubt, pulling you away from your focus. Instead, focus on your own growth and remind yourself that your progress is valid no matter how small it may seem. Another important element of trusting the process is embracing patience. In our fast-paced world, patience can feel like a lost virtue. But true focus requires understanding that meaningful goals take time to manifest. Think about a seed you plant in the ground. You can't expect it to grow into a tree overnight. It requires sunlight, water, and consistent care over weeks, months, or even years before it bears fruit. Your goals are no different. Patience allows you to persevere through the inevitable ups and downs of the journey. Resilience is also a key component of trusting the process. Along the way, you'll encounter setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. These challenges are not signs of failure. They're opportunities to learn and grow. Trusting the process means viewing obstacles as temporary and using them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. For instance, if you face rejection in your career, instead of giving up, see it as a chance to refine your skills or pivot toward a new opportunity. Every setback contains a lesson that brings you closer to success. Mindfulness can help you stay present and focused on the process rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. By practicing mindfulness, you can fully engage in the task at hand, whether it's writing a report, exercising, or spending time with loved ones. Mindfulness teaches you to appreciate the journey and find joy in the act of doing, rather than constantly seeking validation from the outcome. To trust the process, it's essential to stay connected to your why. Remind yourself why you started and what you hope to achieve. When your purpose is clear, it becomes easier to stay committed to the process, even when the road feels long. For example, If your goal is to start a business, your why might be to achieve financial freedom or create something meaningful for others. Keeping this purpose in mind helps you stay focused during challenging times. Trusting the process doesn't mean you're passive. It means being intentional, adaptable, and consistent. While you stay committed to your daily efforts, be open to revisiting your strategies and making adjustments when needed. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to change course. Trusting the process is about staying the course while being flexible enough to adapt to new insights and opportunities. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand that trusting the process is about faith in your efforts and belief in the journey. It's a mindset that allows you to focus on what you can control, stay resilient through challenges, and ultimately achieve your goals. Trusting the process isn't always easy, but it's the key to unlocking long-term focus, fulfillment, and success. Chapter 12: The Focused Mindset, a Lifelong Journey. As we wrap up this book, it's important to understand that focus isn't a one-time skill you master and forget. It's a mindset, a lifelong journey of growth, refinement, and perseverance. The focused mindset is about cultivating habits, attitudes, and practices that align your energy and attention with your most meaningful goals. It's about living intentionally, cutting through the noise, and creating a life driven by purpose and clarity. The focused mindset begins with self-awareness. You've learned throughout this book that focus starts from within. Knowing your priorities, understanding your distractions, and identifying the mental barriers that hold you back. Self-awareness is the foundation for all progress. By regularly reflecting on your actions, thoughts, and choices, you can ensure they align with your values and goals. This ongoing self-reflection allows you to course correct when needed, ensuring you're always moving forward with purpose. Another key element of a focused mindset is resilience. The path to achieving your goals is rarely linear. There will be setbacks, distractions, and moments of doubt. But resilience is what keeps you going. It's the ability to adapt, learn from challenges, and maintain your commitment, even when progress feels slow. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure, it's about embracing it as a natural part of the journey and using it as fuel for growth. Intentionality is also central to the focused mindset. In a world filled with endless choices, being intentional about how you spend your time and energy is crucial. Every decision you make, what you say yes to, what you say no to, how you structure your day, either moves you closer to your goals or further away from them. By practicing intentionality, you take control of your life, ensuring your actions align with your long-term vision. The focused mindset also requires a commitment to learning. Focus isn't a fixed skill. It's something you continue to refine over time. Stay curious, seek out new tools and strategies, and be willing to experiment with what works best for you. Lifelong learning not only sharpens your focus, but also keeps your mind agile and adaptable in an ever-changing world. Another important aspect is gratitude. When you cultivate gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your journey, rather than dwelling on what you lack or what went wrong. Gratitude helps you stay grounded, appreciate your progress, and find joy in the process of growth. make it a habit to reflect on what you're grateful for, whether it's the small wins, the lessons learned from challenges, or the support of those around you. The focused mindset also involves embracing balance. While focus is essential for achieving your goals, it's equally important to maintain a sense of well-being. Burnout and overwork can derail even the most driven individuals. Strive for balance by creating time for rest, relationships, and activities that rejuvenate you. A well-rounded life supports your ability to sustain focus over the long term. Remember that the focused mindset is about purposeful living. At its core, focus isn't just about accomplishing tasks or achieving goals. It's about creating a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. When you focus on what truly matters, you're not just building a career or achieving milestones. You're shaping the person you become and the legacy you leave behind. As you move forward, carry the lessons from this book with you. Practice them daily, adapt them to your unique needs, and share them with others. Focus is a journey, and each step brings you closer to the life you envision. Trust in your ability to stay committed, and remember that even small efforts made consistently can lead to extraordinary results. The focused mindset is about living a life of intention, clarity, and purpose. It's about showing up every day as your best self, cutting through the noise, and achieving your goals, not just for the sake of accomplishment, but to create a life that aligns with your values and fulfills your potential. This is the power of focus, and it's a journey worth taking. Chapter 13. Focus as your superpower. In the fast-paced, distraction-filled world we live in, the ability to focus is more than just a skill. It's a superpower. It sets you apart, giving you the clarity, resilience, and discipline to achieve your goals. While others are overwhelmed by noise, focus is what turns good intentions into tangible results, dreams into reality, and effort into excellence. In this final chapter, we'll explore how focus can become your ultimate advantage in life, and how to wield it to its fullest potential. To understand why focus is so powerful, consider how rare it has become. Most people struggle to stay present, constantly pulled in multiple directions by notifications, endless to-do lists, and the pressure to multitask. When you cultivate focus, you gain the ability to operate at a higher level, giving yourself an edge in a world where attention is fragmented. It's like sharpening a blade while others use dull tools. With focus, you accomplish more in less time, and your work is of higher quality because it reflects your full effort and attention. Focus isn't just about productivity. It's about achieving deep work. This is a state where you're completely immersed in a task, free from distractions, and performing at your peak potential. When you enter into this flow state, time seems to fade away, and you make significant progress on challenging or meaningful work. Whether you're writing, designing, strategizing, or solving complex problems, deep focus allows you to access the full power of your mind, leading to breakthroughs and exceptional results. But focus isn't just a tool for work. It's a superpower that enhances every area of your life. In relationships, focus allows you to be fully present with the people you care about, building deeper connections and understanding. In personal growth, focus helps you hone new skills, adopt better habits, and pursue lifelong learning. Even in moments of rest and recreation, focus enables you to fully enjoy and appreciate the present moment, free from the distractions that dilute joy. The superpower of focus also amplifies your ability to make better decisions. When your mind is clear and undistracted, you can weigh options more effectively, think critically, and act with intention. Focus helps you avoid reactive decision-making and ensures that your choices align with your long-term goals and values. It gives you the discipline to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term rewards. To turn focus into your superpower, you must make it a priority. Treat your ability to focus as a valuable resource that deserves protection and cultivation. This means setting boundaries, eliminating distractions, and regularly practicing the techniques you've learned in this book. It also means being intentional about how you spend your time, choosing activities and commitments that align with your purpose and values. Another important aspect of focus as a superpower is vision. Focus is most powerful when it's paired with a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Your vision acts as your North Star, guiding your energy and attention toward meaningful goals. When you have a strong vision, focus becomes easier because you're motivated by a deeper sense of purpose. Regularly revisit your vision, refine it as needed, and use it to inspire and fuel your focus. As with any superpower, focus requires practice and discipline. There will be days when distractions get the better of you, or when your motivation wanes. These moments are natural, but they are also opportunities to recommit to your focus journey. Each time you choose to refocus, even after a setback, you strengthen your ability to stay on track. Recognize that focus is a gift, not only to yourself, but to the world. When you channel your full attention and energy into meaningful work, you create value for others, whether it's through innovative solutions, inspiring art, or simply being fully present for someone in need. Your focused efforts have the power to make a lasting impact, leaving a legacy that extends beyond your immediate goals. As you close this book, remember that focus is more than a tool. It's a way of life. It's a commitment to living with intention, clarity, and purpose. No matter what challenges or distractions come your way, with focus as your superpower, you have the ability to achieve greatness, inspire others, and create a life that reflects your highest potential. This is your journey, and the power to succeed lies within your ability to focus. Chapter 14. Focus in the Age of Distraction. We live in an unprecedented era of distractions. Never before has the human brain been exposed to such a constant stream of information, notifications, and noise. In this age of distraction, focus has become both a challenge and a superpower. To thrive in this environment, it's essential to understand the unique obstacles we face and adopt strategies to rise above them. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate focus in a world designed to pull your attention in countless directions. The first step to maintaining focus in the age of distraction is understanding the attention economy. Many of the apps, platforms, and devices we use daily are specifically designed to capture and hold our attention for as long as possible. Social media algorithms, autoplay features, and endless scrolling are not accidents. They're engineered to keep you engaged, often at the expense of your productivity and well-being. Recognizing this helps you see distractions for what they are: deliberate attempts to monopolize your attention. To combat these forces, you must take control of your relationship with technology. This begins with setting boundaries. Limit your use of social media and other distracting apps by defining specific times of day when you'll check them. Turn off non-essential notifications that interrupt your focus, and consider removing apps that add little value to your life. For example, if you find yourself spending hours on a platform that doesn't contribute to your goals, delete it or limit your access to it using screen time controls or app blockers. Another critical strategy is to create digital detox zones in your day or environment. Designate certain times, such as the first hour of your morning or the hour before bed, as tech-free periods. During these times, focus on activities that don't require screens, like reading, journaling, meditating, or exercising. Similarly, establish tech-free spaces in your home, such as the dining table or bedroom, where distractions are minimized, allowing you to engage fully with the people and activities that matter most. Cultivating focus in the age of distraction also requires mastering the art of single tasking. Multitasking, often celebrated as a sign of efficiency, is actually a productivity killer. When you switch between tasks, like answering emails while writing a report or checking your phone during a meeting, you lose time and mental energy with every transition. Instead, commit to doing one thing at a time. Use tools like timers or the Pomodoro technique to dedicate focused blocks of time to individual tasks, and avoid switching until you've completed the task or reached a natural stopping point. In addition to managing external distractions, it's essential to address internal distractions, the thoughts, worries, and urges that pull your attention away from the present moment. Internal distractions often arise when your mind is overloaded with too much information or too many tasks. To clear this mental clutter, practice brain dumping. Write down everything on your mind, from to-do lists to random thoughts, so you can address them later. Mindfulness and meditation can also help you quiet your inner chatter, improving your ability to stay present and focused. Rest and recovery are equally important in sustaining focus. In a world where we're encouraged to be always on, taking time to rest can feel counterproductive. However, focus thrives when your mind is well rested and recharged. Prioritize quality sleep, take regular breaks during the day, and give yourself permission to step away from work when needed. Embrace the concept of intentional distraction. Not all distractions are harmful. Sometimes, stepping away from a task can boost creativity and problem solving. Schedule intentional breaks to engage in activities that refresh your mind, such as going for a walk, playing a musical instrument, or having a meaningful conversation. These planned distractions help prevent burnout and allow you to return to your work with renewed focus and energy. By implementing these strategies, you can thrive in the age of distraction. Focus isn't about shutting out the world entirely. It's about learning to navigate it with intention and clarity. When you master the ability to focus amidst constant noise, you gain a powerful advantage, unlocking your potential to achieve your goals and create a meaningful, balanced life. In a distracted world, focus is your greatest tool for success, fulfillment, and personal growth. The power of focus. Focus is more than just a tool for productivity. It's a way of life. Throughout this book, we've explored how focus allows you to cut through the noise, align your actions with your goals, and live with greater intention. In a world filled with distractions, mastering focus is not just an advantage, it's a necessity for achieving success, fulfillment, and balance. From understanding the science of attention to building habits, managing distractions, and trusting the process, you now have a comprehensive toolkit to strengthen your ability to focus. You've learned that focus isn't about perfection or rigid discipline. It's about clarity, consistency, and adaptability. It's about making deliberate choices, saying no to what doesn't serve you, and dedicating your time and energy to what truly matters. Focus is also a mindset. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and progress as a journey rather than a destination. It's about being present in your work, relationships, and personal growth. Knowing that every moment of intentional focus brings you closer to your goals. When you embrace focus as a mindset, it becomes a compass that guides you through life's complexities, keeping you aligned with your purpose and values. This journey doesn't end here. Focus is a skill you'll continue to refine and deepen over time. Some days will be easier than others, and distractions will always be part of life. But with the strategies and insights you've gained, you're equipped to face those challenges and stay the course. Key principles to carry forward. Clarity is your foundation. Know your goals, values, and priorities, and let them guide your decisions. Progress over perfection. Focus on small, consistent actions that build momentum over time. Eliminate distractions. Protect your attention as a valuable resource and design environments that support your goals. Trust the process. Be patient with your journey and embrace the growth that comes with it. Stay adaptable. Life will change, and your strategies may need to evolve. Be open to adjusting while staying true to your purpose. Ultimately, focus is the bridge between intention and achievement. It's what transforms dreams into reality, effort into success, and moments into a life well lived. By mastering focus, you gain the ability to take control of your time, energy, and direction. You unlock the power to create a life filled with meaning, fulfillment, and purpose. The journey to mastering focus is a lifelong one, but every step forward strengthens your ability to live intentionally and achieve your potential. Now it's your turn to apply these principles, take action, and let focus guide you toward the life you envision. The power of focus is within you. Use it wisely and watch as it transforms